Hi, I'm Elizabeth Rippey. I'm the Literacy Coordinator over at Mack, Boulder, and I'm here to talk about writing at home with your child. My hope is that your child has been writing at home, whether it's doodling or journaling or creating stories or writing letters to friends. I hope they've been finding opportunities to write. But to help with that, I'd like to share some tips that might help you at home. When a child starts a new story, it's important for them to plan what they're going to write about. And at a basic level, when a young writer should think about the beginning, the middle, and the end of a story. And it's also helpful for them to plan across the pages, meaning that they have the pages in front of them and they think through what's going to go on each page as I'm writing it. It can help them visualize their whole story. When young writers go to write, some start with pictures and some start with words. We want both on each page, so either is okay. When they are drawing their pictures, reminding them of including as much detail and as color as possible to create what we call powerful pictures. The next thing I want to talk about is spelling. Spelling can be tricky for young writers or any writer, but there are a few things that you can do to help them with this. But if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's please don't spell for your child. They can become very reliant on this and it can really impact their writing long term. When a child is writing, we want to encourage risk-taking as much as we can. So just having them write down as they hear it. So the sounds that they hear, write down and keep going, because we want them to be getting their story out and worry about that when we get to the editing process. But if they do get stuck and they do get to a word that they want to spell and they just can't, there's a few things that you can do to prompt them. The first thing you can do is ask them to stretch it out. So if you think about, and they might think about bubble gum in their mouth and really stretching out a word. Let's say they want to spell the word bike. So they'll go, bike, and really try and hear as many sounds as they can in that word. The next thing that they might do is something we call tap it out. So you might see your child doing something like this with their fingers. They're trying to isolate all the sounds in the word to then use those sounds to create letters. So they'll say b, I, k. Now you might get this when they write it. B-I-C. And that's okay because they're hearing the b, I, k sound. Now, you might also get this. Now, to us, that says bice because you know that a CE is soft and it's going to say an S sound, but they might not know that rule yet. But what they are applying is that the E is making the I say its long sound I. So this actually says b, I, k to them. This shows us that they know the sounds in this word, they know the I sound, but they also know the magic E rule. Now, what we know research says is that we don't teach words in isolation, we teach spelling rules. And so next up, we would be teaching them the KE rule. And after they learn the KE rule, they'll get the correct spelling of bike. But for now, BIC or even BICE is great. And the last thing that a writer does, and it depends on their age, is they do a little bit of revision and editing. And that can look different. It can look anything from just adding a little bit more detail to rearranging their sentences and their story structure. And then when they go to edit, they can look for things like capitalization and punctuation. We hope that you enjoy some writing time at home with your child. If you have any questions, please reach out to your child's teacher. You can reach out to me directly. My email is erippey@mackboulder.com. You can share some writing with us, and we hope you enjoy writing. Happy writing!